All right. Welcome, Craig.
66.
66. All right. Let's see. 66. Oh.
So 66 on April 6th.
Look
Hooray!
at that. Look at that. Think about your character. Think about your character's preferences. What's the one physical feature you're most attracted to? Whoever
Sorry,
thinks of
small.
one, speak up first.
Physical features specifically.
Physical feature specifically.
Dump truck.
All right. So, are you canonically? Is that
No.
what? Okay.
No, that's Flippy speaking in real life.
Ooh.
I have to think what a 3-foot person would like.
I have to think what a 3-foot person would like.
It hurt you? Oh, that's fun.
And then there's a lizard man.
Yeah, well,
What would a dragonborn be physically
Them
attracted to?
egg-laying hips.
it's
Or-
no.
Or like how much of it? I don't know. Dragonborn. You got a little bit of the draconic nature to it. How much of it is the glittering? I don't know. I could think of something.
Two clitoris.
All right. All right. I'm gonna head out with that one.
Cloaca.
Reptiles, not birds.
What did you win? Reptiles have cloacas too.
I don't know enough about reptiles.
They do.
No way. Reptile,
Pretty-
along with amphibians, birds, and some mammals possess a cloaca.
All right. I'm gonna head out now.
Yeah,
It's been nice knowing y'all. Have fun.
Like you gotta remember that birds are like the closest descendants to
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. So
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that one AI video of like, I've lost my armor, I've lost my horns, I've lost this, I've lost that,
Yes.
and then there's the T-Rex in the class.
You are perfect, my child.
It's so good.
And then you have sharks, which are just the same.
Yeah, they just haven't
Except
changed.
smaller.
Sharks and alligators.
Scary, bro. Super
Yeah.
scary.
I guess-
Gator.
if I have to give like so physical nature doesn't necessarily have to do with appearance, not in my mind anyway.
It doesn't have
right?
to be an appearance. No.
So how about their scent?
Their scent is a great answer. Is perhaps you're picky, perhaps you're not. I don't know, but what? Again, like describe the scent.
Okay, snout man.
Now you're making it harder.
Hey, this is a improv. We're
Yeah,
getting
you're
improv.
right. I'm trying to think of his past, right? And the relationship that he had before.
Mhm.
Interesting, it wouldn't feel right. Okay. Maybe just like a sweeter scent.
Sweet, specifically sweet. May I ask one more question along this line?
Or
Would it be sweet in the fruity sense or sweet in the spice sense?
Good question.
Rotting meat.
No, that's what you're attracted to in real life, Flippy. Sorry, it's not what has been.
I cannot smell.
How? I'd have to say in the spice sense. I think.
Excellent. All right. Thank you. Great answer. All right, 3-foot men.
Probably the shape of their nose.
One with an excellently fake nose. I think that makes sense for a gnome.
Uh-huh.
All right, halfling.
I like a woman with a nice big smile.
A nice big smile. Look at you. So wholesome. No, these are all great answers. I like these. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's see. Recap. Roll for recap.
All right.
So yeah, with 2 digits, and we have over 10.
Let's see.
Oh,
Ah,
thank God!
Here comes the other.
Thank God!
It's fine. I'm here with another one. Oh,
Oh, look at that. You rolled above 10. All right.
it's so sad that we even discussed the recap, but Sora was too busy.
Yep.
I
Yep.
was working. Okay, leave me alone.
He was
Um,
busy.
Yeah, because I got stuck with 3 trainees and I almost had
Nice.
a weight and balance error, and then it was.
Oh God!
And then one of the trainees hurt himself on accident on site, so on the aircraft so badly that we had to call the ambulance and paramedics and get him to a
Yikes.
hospital.
Yikes.
That was my last 2 days. Okay. Last session. It's been a month since we played, at least.
2 weeks.
Close enough.
I mean, technically, it's been a month.
Technically, it's been a month.
We have switched from.
We have not
March to
played
April.
since March.
That's right.
So, last session, we started off with, shoot.
Well, two other players were not here.
Yeah, we
That might
started off
help.
with the 2 players that were not here. I ended up grabbing the doohickey thing, the staff, the bling, the sensor, and taking it over to my family, where they were able to increase the range. I had a little bit of a Snoopy looky inside of the room, and I found that the room looks like it had not been lived in, aside from, like, it hasn't been lived in at all, except that there's incense, purple incense, and it reminded me of the blob, the purple guy. I decided to leave in exchange for my family working on the stuff. They wanted some pieces of this robot whenever we found him. While that was kind of going on, I don't remember what Volker was doing. Volker sort of just does things. I don't know.
Understandable.
I do remember what Esben was doing. Esben decided to try and go visit the person that he's never been able to have a conversation with in his life. He went to the mansion that this guy is from. Cannot remember his name. I'm very sorry.
Merciless.
Mert. I knew it started with an M. Mert the Merciless. And Mert was not there. So Esben wrote a very poignant and passive-aggressive, maybe not so passive note, that like, yo, we gotta figure out a different way to talk, guys, because this is not it. We can't even have a conversation, and we're supposed to have a conversation. Anyways, he was annoyed, so he decided to go hit up the bar, as any sane individual would do. I'm annoyed, so I shall go turn to alcohol. And he meandered his way back to The yawning, not the yawning portal. That was
Yeah, the yawning portal.
Is it the yawning portal? Did I get that right?
That's the same place.
Haha! I am a god at this. He went to the yawning portal, and sure enough, there was Mert. And like so happened that they had a conversation, and there was some conflicting information that was spoken between them about things that were going on versus things that had actually happened, and we got to get to the bottom of it. I truly cannot remember what Volker was doing during this period.
I was too busy selling gemstones.
Oh, that's right. You were just selling gemstones. Anyways,
and then I spoke with my magistrate organization.
Right.
Yeah, and gave them a very lengthy information as to what happened in our area.
Yeah, he was rep farming. I sort of zoned out rep farming. And then we all got back together. The big guy and the elf came back, and they sort of announced that they had found a robot in the Sea Ward, and that there was a party boat that Esben knew of, and that's where the robot had pinged. We all decided to go off and introduce ourselves to this party boat. On the way, Henzam grabbed Volker and swung back by his house to try and figure out what this fellow was, because it was a different guy than when he had last seen in his room. And he reached out with his mind, and it kind of went bad. But Volker did detect, was it illusion magic around him, right?
I believe so, if I remember correctly.
Yep. And this fella flicked the lights out and started hunting us down, and we correctly decided to run away. And we all hooked up at the boat. We gambled a little bit. We had a little bit of fun. And then we started making our way back home, and as per the retcon, on the way back home, Volker detected a ping in the North Ward from another robot.
I would also like to just point out that when things went bad with your little stunt of trying to communicate with the being, it communicated with you with multiple voices.
Oh, yeah. He has multiple personality disorder. Henzam probably has it too, but he's been undiagnosed.
Hey, at least you don't have 7 voices in your head when this person does.
True. And that's
he only has 6.
No, I have 3. And that's where we're at. I think we haven't made it home, maybe? I don't know.
Last we did, we left the casino.
Yeah, we were still on the streets.
As per the retcon, I thought we had at least gotten to the North Ward, where the ping was.
Right. I think that's a fair assessment.
Before session starts, I have a meme to post.
What did I miss, though?
I don't think you missed anything.
No, that's pretty much everything, yeah.
Excellent. Well, that's where we are.
Glory, you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I should have known that. But that's absolutely fine. Okay. Awkward silence indeed. Indeed. So, Let's see. So I need to figure out where did I last leave off. All right. Today is the evening of the 14th day of Marpenoth. Welcome back to Waterdeep, session 20. And so we'll pick up on there. You all find yourself walking through the streets, the darkened streets of Waterdeep, as some of you have lost money, some of you have gained much more.
Yeah, hold on, I forgot something in my recap.
That's
Mr.
right.
Volker absolutely scammazed both the DM and the system and gained like 1.5 million gold.
You think that I didn't know he could do that?
I think you were surprised when it happened.
So the lot of you are headed back, and you're walking through the quiet streets. Of course, Waterdeep never truly falls asleep, and there's a slight danger knowing all of the violence that has been committed around town, but you're coming off of a gambling high. There is fun. Perhaps there's a little bit of buzz, and is it Volker holding the wand?
Well, I'm currently holding the big ass chest.
Okay, in that case, who's holding the wand out of the three of you?
I would probably say me, because I remember correctly, Esben got smashed after.
Yeah,
the boss,
he's pretty smashed right now.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I would
as you
also try to be using both the staff and my 3-foot self to help keep Esben walking in a relatively straight line.
so you kind of have the staff propped up, like holding it pressed up against Esben's like armpit a little bit, holding them upright. And so as you're walking through the North Ward, you know every so often the staff itself has almost like a bicycle handle brake handle to it. That's what you squeeze in order to activate it. And so as you squeeze it, normally nothing happens unless it's within something is within the distance of a Nimblewright is within distance that isn't Nim. And so as you're walking the North Ward, you squeeze the wand, and you hear the whirring start low, indicating that you're a distance away. But as you continue to walk towards your Trollskull Manor, the whirring begins to pick up speed.
Like in Trollskull Manor? Where is this? Where
So-
are we on the map?
Ish on the map.
I mean, where our Trollskull Manor's here, right? So
Yep. So you're basically right around, down the main street.
I see.
Yep. And so you squeeze it, and as you get closer to Trollskull Manor, it's starting to pick up a little bit of whirring speed.
Right. Well, I think it's here. And I'll stop. Just abruptly. I'll stop.
okay, has been still going forward.
Yeah, what is the local drunkie saying while this is happening?
So I would imagine that if he was being propped up by this wand, right, and it just immediately stops, but has been not being his right of mind, would probably keep moving forward and just probably topple onto the ground immediately, expecting to have that to kind of keep him up.
I think it's his. And I point at the staff.
What's here? Why is that going off?
The robot's his.
Well, that Unfortunate! He says as he carrying a fucking chest that is as big as him.
So much gold.
Aye. I mean, I don't know where it is, but it is his.
I guess Esben will look around just to see if he can see anything in his drunken stupor.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, oh, okay.
I would be interested of doing something stupid.
Disadvantage perception.
I would also like to look around. That's a pretty flat.
That's
All
not
right.
bad.
That is not bad at all.
You roll surprisingly even when you're drunk.
Yeah. So bleary-eyed. Your second lid on one of your eyes is kind of like half cocked, and so you fully close that eye and only peer out the other as you're trying to really take a glance around. The dark street. It's a dark street, and you're looking for the Nimblewright, and you don't see it. Like, what is he talking about?
There's nothing over here. Turn that off. It's loud enough.
From inside of my sleeve, my owl familiar pops out, and I order it to fly up to have a look. Last time we saw, quote unquote, this creature was in a rooftop, so maybe it's still there.
Yeah, give me a perception check from your owl's perspective.
Sure.
Does it like whir faster if I get closer, or how's this work?
It does work faster when you get closer. You would the way it works is gets faster and faster the closer you get to it. So it's kind of like a hot and cold situation.
Wow, that's surprisingly ass.
The owl
start-
flies up and begins peering around. You can see it circling in the dark. The stars in the skies being covered by its silhouette in the distance. But from its vantage point, and after it spent a little bit of time searching, there's nothing on the rooftops to note.
I will start walking in circles to see which direction I have to go to make it go faster.
All right. Give me which direction? That's a pretty easy. Give me a flat intelligence roll, DC 8.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey!
Hey, there you go. You walk in like a little bit of triangulation, and you get the picture from your vantage point on the main street. It's pointed fairly close to the direction of Trollskull Manor.
Aw, nuts. Austin thinks we should go home. All thinks it's there.
How do you know it's the bad one? There were multiple of them by the seaward.
And who else would be in the house?
I don't know about you, but look, if it's in our house, I'd rather just get rid of it now.
Osdamp knows if using any conditions to get rid of it.
I'll show you.
Now that I have been informed the direction of the, where the fucking thing is, I would like to move my owl towards, for it to glide towards our manor.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll keep your perception check for the owl as it heads towards the inn.
Its passive perception is 15, if anything procs it.
I gotcha.
Means
It's
we
possible.
can walk that's it, I guess.
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
You put the chest down, cast Mage Armor, pick it up again.
Sir, this is extremely fucking awkward.
So, you guys continue heading back towards Trollskull Manor. And once you get within distance, and you can see Trollskull Manor, Volker, you look at the whirring, you look at Trollskull Manor. Based on the whirring that you saw back near the boats, it's beyond Trollskull Manor.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In which direction, though? Like north, south, east, ward?
East.
Okay, so Trollskull is here, and I'm feeling it's like eastward. Okay.
Are we at Troll Skull right now?
You guys just reached Trollskull Street, yes.
Does anyone tell Esben this? Because otherwise he's going to go up to their own house and start banging on the door.
I just let Esben do his thing once we get into the manor. Once we get at the manor, I'm like, alright, he's safe.
Touchdown.
Probably. Touchdown. We survived the mission back. Mission impossible. Get Esben home.
He's going to be slamming at the door. Hey, get out here.
I will use Mage Hand as he starts pounding on the door to open the door so he falls into the manor.
Alright, he just tumbles into the manor.
What time of the night is it right now?
I'm thinking it's 10, 11 o'clock.
Do we still have what's this word? Customers?
No. The rat
weird.
the rat folk at this point, the rat folk need time to sleep. The rat folk, and so basically once it gets late enough, like 10 o'clock or whatnot, they basically call it for the night until you get more
Hey,
employees.
Cinderella. Hits noon and they turn into a fucking rat.
I would like to shoot.
Die.
I would like to go beyond. Once Esben is actually in the manor, I would like to walk a little bit beyond the manor to see how, like, I don't know how I can tell how close this robot is, but I would like to try and figure out which building it's nearby.
Triangulating.
Yeah.
You would see as I go inside of the building, because I need to get rid of this fucking chest. It needs to go somewhere safe before I, continue adventuring.
Yeah.
You can see my owl resting on your head.
So yeah,
You see
Espen
this
heads
gnome
in,
walking around
into the
with an
manor.
owl on his head and a big staff.
It's as in you do fall into the manor. Do you stay there?
He's going to get up, and then I'm going to assume Volker kind of like walks in as Esben's getting up. But as soon as Esben gets up, thinking that something inside opened the door, he's going to immediately cast Fairy Fire.
Oh no!
Okay.
Let me make a dex saving throw real quick.
Okay. What's your DC?
14.
Beans!
Where is bright, tingly? Oh no!
So first, Volker and Henzim. Volker. I don't know why I keep mixing you guys up today. Volker lights up, but also in the center room, Volker, you recognize the familiar shape of Lick as Fairy Fire reveals invisible creatures as the specter appears in front of you. Esben.
Oh! I touched my eyes and now I didn't
been
get that.
hiding here the whole time.
Oh no!
And he's standing there holding a towel.
Espen's gonna grab a chair. Yeah. And if no one stops me, she's gonna just start slamming the space with as the fairy fire.
Just give me a roll d20 at disadvantage and add your strength modifier.
Hey, listen, he's hitting something with fairy fire. Should it be neutral?
Yes, it would be neutral. You're right. Roll a d20,
Oh,
add your strength modifier.
Oh
Wait,
no!
I kind of went for a wall to get a hole.
It survived a fireball, so I'm sure it can survive Esben and his chair.
Wait, are the house made out of like brick and plaster or like paper? Is this
The
like
house?
yeah.
This is more wood and plaster style, a little bit of brick.
Okay, it's not dog shit North American house.
Yeah.
Drywall.
Drywall has not been invented yet, so you don't have to worry about that.
So World War II
yeah.
didn't happen yet.
Yeah, Volker, you watch as Esmond is drunkenly swinging a chair at Liff, as Liff is just like floating backwards, narrowly avoiding the chair, and just like backing up. Eventually, he goes through a wall and leaves the bar room.
Are you going to calm down? Did you have your moment?
I'm just kind of like looks over at Volker.
I'm
You didn't see
glowing.
it?
Yeah,
It was right here.
That's the specter we had in the manor since we got here.
He goes.
The robot was under our noses the whole time.
I go to my room and place a chest.
And so we come back to Henzim.
Uh-oh.
Henzim, how far do you go?
Until
I
I
don't have any
figure out
touch
which
spell.
house he is.
You are holding the whirring machine. You're walking off to the side. You feel the owl on top of your head just resting slightly, sometimes moving a little bit. Sugar pop. As you walk down Stardoon Street, you're
Tardoon.
walking
Yeah, I'm
side to
assuming
side,
we're
trying
good.
to make sure that you have the whirring down until it comes before a great manor. And the whirring is getting loud enough that you can for sure guarantee that it's probably in there. But you don't even need to. Oh no, give me a perception check. This is for sound.
I will cast guidance on myself since I'm not casting any other spells.
Okay.
Perception.
Nice. How even?
11.
Good thing you rolled, because it's not a high DC. But as you approach and you get close, you hear coming from the manor, the muffled for sure due to the many walls and distance, but what sounds to be clanging of metal against metal, and a man cry out faintly.
I start poking the owl above my head. I don't know how this owl works, so I'm just like, well, poke, 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 poke. Hey,
How far
Mr.
away are they?
How far away are they? Well, let me pull this square out. There you go. Very close.
Let me look at my spell real quick. I have so many spells.
Like 2,000 to 3,000 feet away.
That is beyond my telepathy connection. But
Nutsack.
but my owl is trained, so it will probably understand how to return home.
Mhm.
As you start poking it, it's like lifts the leg, lift the other, and then it's like starts flying off back to Troll Skull Manor.
All right, I just have been abandoned by everybody. Is there a gate? Is the gate unlocked?
Is there a gate?
Yeah,
You
like-
circle the compound, which this manor has a large gated area. And the front gate, which is on the... Which side is it? It's on the north side. You head off to the north side, and first off, you go find a set of ornate iron gates. And beyond, you can see a yard with several large trees, as well as 2 footpaths that lead to the 2-story brick mansion that is eastward, and eastward is towards a detached coach house. You look at the gates, they're closed. You shake on them, they're locked.
Do I know who
And
lives there?
elegantly displayed, a coat of arms and the name Gralhund.
Raul. Do I know who that is?
Raoul.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna see if you know who it is or if somebody else does. Just a second. Walker Henson. You were with. Who went to the Waterdeep Wazoo? Who went to the newspaper spot?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone. Okay.
Everybody did.
Gralhund. Lady Gralhund was the lady who the man at the Waterdeep Wazoo suspected her evil sister was her evil, or relative was the assassin or robber who was thieving all the noble houses.
Ah, yes, okay.
Oh, nutsack. Where's Grim when you need him? You stupid paladin. I
It was
will.
a good question. Did like Kia and like Grim get lost somewhere?
That is something that honestly I haven't figured out what happens with them yet.
boy again.
I
One of them.
respect that. I'm going to.
Maybe you left in like a different time frame since Esmond had no money left.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. We'll
Maybe-
sure we can figure it out
maybe-
later.
Yeah, maybe Kia had enough of it, and Grim just wasn't a fan of the gambling. They both decidedly maybe.
Maybe they left early. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Can I see into the building? Are there any lights on?
Into the building.
Yeah.
There are a couple of lights on. Give me. From this distance, you can't really see with any good detail.
I will go back to Troll Skull.
Okay. And so you can make it.
Where do we meet? Because once our, the owl, reaches the manor, I will be following the owl back.
Okay.
So we will be meeting midway.
You
Also,
meet with Esmond.
That's a good question. Is he following me?
Has been following you. I mean, Have you told him anything about what's been going on? Because as of right now, he's all he knows is that the robot is inside of our house.
Once I put down the chest and I dust myself off, and then I would be like, I don't know, are you like, which level are you?
He's still on the first level and just like looking around, slowly stepping from like area to area, trying to find the specter that is like glowing.
Every so often, Lift knocks a book off a shelf or something. Sticks it.
Immediately, you'll just keep going over to the where the noise came from.
I will go downstairs and I see like, S-Ben trying his best, and I walk by him, I grab him by, like the I don't know what he's wearing right now. It's fancy clothes.
Yeah.
By the shin, and I drag him. It went this way. Come on.
Should I keep the chair?
I don't think it will be wise to bring our chairs as a weapon of choice. You have your rapier, don't you? Does he wear a rapier or whip? I forgot what he's using.
He's not using anything but his dagger, so he has not gone out to get a new weapon.
Cheapskate, okay.
No gold, he gambled it all away.
Yeah. So I don't have any money left.
I'd rather you use what you're used to using rather than a chair.
Oh, right. And he'll just pull out his dagger. I don't know. I didn't think about it.
Excellent. And then we're following our owl.
You meet up with Henzim about halfway there.
So like somewhere
has been with his dagger out.
And I will tell them both, right, it's in that menace, the big one.
That what? It was in our manor, wasn't it?
Nope, it was in that one's.
What was I fighting then?
Hensum is gonna look very concerned that has been saying that. He's like, all I know is he was fighting.
He was fighting Liv, our operation.
Wait, why was he fighting him? He's their friends.
I shrug.
I'm gonna look at Esben like with this concern, like, what are you good? Like, what's going on here?
Did you not say he was in our home?
No, I said he was kind of close to our home.
Why did you tell me that he was in our home? Something opened the door.
That was me. And I'll summon Mage Hand and wave with my Mage Hand at him. Are you shiz ready to fight?
Do I have anything
is that a challenge?
Like sobriety?
Well, do you?
Nope. I don't have, minor. What's the word? Lesser resto.
Nope.
Right, well, okay. If that's a challenge, I'm more than going up against the task. Where's the manor again?
And I'll point at the super rich manor with the lady that, like, is,
having robot sex?
Lady Growlhound.
Yeah, Growlhound. I think she's dead, not having robot sex.
Well, when you point it out, Esmond's just going to start running in that direction.
Ah, nuts. All right.
Does he trip?
That's a good question. Do you want me to roll something to see if he trips?
Yes. Roll an acrobatics check at disadvantage.
You know that meme of like the guy coming out of the pub in like Ireland or whatever, and he just walks and he runs at the pole? That's what I picture Esben doing right now.
11.
With an 11,
Really good at
you
rolling
stay
11.
upright. Yes. So Esben runs to the villa, and Esben, I mean,
Dagger
you
out
see-
still.
dagger out still. You come to the villa, and it's fenced. There's a fence around any open areas, and it's a 2-story brick mansion. What is your plan?
I think Esmond has a plan right now.
No, I think
What
that's
does
the problem.
Esben do?
How tall is the gate?
Oh, I need to turn the lights on. It got dark. Holy crap. I need to see. All right. The gate is.
Or the-
it's
The wall
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
let's see. The yard. Where does this say how tall it is? Over here somewhere. I have these details, maybe. It doesn't have like a dotted. Oh, there we go. 12-foot high stone walls.
Wow.
I think you can make
That's 4 Vulkers.
See, what do I have in my pockets here?
What have you got in your pockets?
It's pockets.
A button, a bit of lint, a tissue.
Why tissue? You're the one whose girlfriend is dying in game.
Yes, a bell. That will help.
Oh, you're gonna summon?
All right, I guess I'll just do a running jump at the wall and then try to climb up.
All right.
Good luck, soldier.
Give me an athletics check.
Yeah, disadvantage, right?
I believe intoxication does it put disadvantage on everything you do. So
It should give you advantage in charisma checks.
7.
a 7. You run, jump, and face plant into the wall and fall down.
Yep, that's exactly how I saw that going.
Well, he'll get up, brush himself off, and do it again until it works.
Oh, I am.
How loud is it? He climbs
not-
onto it.
Not too loud unless you're making verbal noises, just like flesh against stone. So yeah. Henzim and Volker, what do you guys do?
Are the bars wide enough for me to squeeze through? Because I can squeeze through tiny.
No.
Damn. DM is mean.
This is a town full of little people. They're wise enough to make the bars too small for little people.
Fair.
All right, wait a minute. The DM's using his intellect against us, Flippy. We can't push this man. He's caught on to our secret. Is the whirring still going on?
Yes. I mean, as long as you're holding it down, yes.
I'm holding it down, at least for now.
I mean, I can easily just miss the step through. But why would I? Question: is there like an entrance or somewhere?
Is there an entrance? There's a gate. There's a front gate.
Is
I'm
the front
gonna-
gate open?
No, it is locked.
I'm gonna look at Volker and go, why don't you use your bird?
I can do that, yes. And I would like to bonus action send my bird towards, yeah. I guess like a window or something. Anything that will have like is there like an opening or something?
Is there an open window? You send your
maybe.
bird. Give me an investigation check for your bird.
Oh, sure. What the hell is I? Couple ammo.
There you go. Investigation for your bird. There you go. You take a look, and the bird flies around looking for a window. Okay, now what type of window are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking to see if I can find a window that will let me see through, or if there's a window that maybe we're lucky and there's a window that is open and the owl can get inside.
Yeah.
But either or. I mean, Hansen mentioned that there was like some whirring and then like the faint screams.
I specifically say everything. Like, I'm not gonna hold back information.
In that case,
maybe I see a murder. Maybe I see a robot.
I mean, with a 23 investigation check, you go to look through the windows, and on the upper floor, on the west side, in what looks to be where the stairs come up from the bottom floor to the top floor, you see a gaggle of men, some bodies, as it looks like there's an active skirmish going on inside the house.
Are they battling?
They are battling, and with a 23 investigation check, you can clearly see some of the men have dark leathers on, and the other men have livery of the Growlhound house.
Is it like the same dark armor that the troll skull fireball incident people have?
Similar armor, yes.
And you said that armor type belongs to what house?
The folks who own the villa.
Okay. And what are they, skirmishing against?
Each other.
What? This an infight?
No. I think you're miscommunication.
No, you have no idea what's happening. There's a fight between Growlhound and a dark leather unliveried group.
That we are suspecting is who we're trying to find.
Okay. Could I take a look and see if I can, like the dark cloak people, to see if I can spot any, like in their clothing insignia or in themselves? Maybe they have like an item or a piece of identifying thing.
Not from your vantage point in the middle of a fight.
Damn. No. Okay, I will let the party know. I obviously, and I do not see the robot, right?
Correct.
I don't see the automaton, but there are people fighting inside of the manor.
So
Some
these
look
guys-
like similar to the clothing we had on the humans that were chasing the gnome.
So do we
I
start to
think
get in and helps, or do we? call it a day?
I would presuming that we can convince the Grolhund people that we are on their side. How many dark armor people do I see?
In this room alone, it looks like there are 3 dark armored guys and 4 Growlhound soldiers, but the soldiers are looking pretty haggard.
As it is, I only see 3 in this room. There could be more.
How do we get in and helps?
That's a very good question, Mr. Storak.
Esmond is still trying to climb up this wall. Do you want me to do
Esmond,
another roll? Or
Yes, please. Yes, please. It's enough time.
He's gonna get skewered.
Athletics.
Do you have your?
No.
I mean, you're getting a little closer, but you don't quite make it.
And it's 12 feet tall. And I don't have thieves tools on me.
I think after that attempt, Esmond will kind of look around, try to find the other 2, and then we'll probably walk over to them.
I'm going to do. Okay, what type of lock does this gate have? Like the simple key shaped, opening.
You go ahead and take a look at it, and you don't see any keyhole.
This is the push
fuck?
gate.
What is a push gate?
You just push it and it opens.
I attempt to push it. Does it open?
No. But it doesn't budge. It suspiciously doesn't budge.
Look at the back sides of the gate with your birds. Sees if it's bards from like the inside.
Gotcha. Do that. Do I see any mechanism, or do I have to cast detect magic?
The bird heads to the other side, and you do see that there is a formed mechanism. Looks like it can only be unlocked from the inside.
What type of mechanism is it? Like a switch? Is it like a lever? What is it?
Yeah, it does. It does look like a little switch.
Can the owl press it?
Give me a strength check from the owl.
Yes! This tiny familiar with 3 strength.
I will tell you, it's impossible for the owl to pull this switch.
All right, let's see.
Natural 20. 5. I see.
5. Oh well. Yeah, no, regardless. It can't make it through.
How far away am I from it?
I mean, you're just on the outside of the lock.
Where is
You're
it?
on the outside of the gate. It's at chest level normal person height.
I will signal for the drunkie and tell him, we need your unseen servant. We need to press a switch to open the
On it. And I'll just cast Unseen Servant on the other side, and then just tell it to press the switch.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a strength check from the unseen servant. I'm gonna assume
I think that thing has
a strength of
Strength
2.
of 2. Okay.
So a -4 from this guy, or -5 or something. -4, I think.
Can my owl give you the help?
Oh my doors in D&D, guys.
No, we cannot escape the doors and switches. No.
11 hours later, we're still trying to figure out how to get through a door, man. What
That's
the-
it. Right, well, hold on. You know what would be an easier answer? And then I was just
Oh
going
my
to pick up Volker.
No.
Oh.
This will probably be faster, and it'll just toss him over the fucking.
Give me an athletics check. I'm gonna let you roll straight because this is so good.
No, do I consent to this?
That's the question. Are you going to just like let me grab you and then throw you over the gate before I roll this?
I'll entertain you.
Okay.
Better be.
Oh my god.
As you fucking toss me like a rag doll, like a fucking baby doll, I'll just misty step through.
Okay. You misty step through.
Can I press a switch?
Give me a strength check.
I'm going to explode!
Can he use the falling as extra movement?
He's misty stepping. He's not falling.
I mean, you'll eventually have to fall, right? Unless, of course, you misty stepped onto the ground.
I mean, do you guys want me to keep up momentum with misty step? I can do that.
I mean,
I already
I'm
established
never
that is the case. That is happening.
I'm-
So
I'm never gonna misty step, so it doesn't do anything to me. So sure, let's keep it. I'm down.
So
All
Volker,
right.
you're giving me a strength check and an athletics check, which I assume you're not trained in.
Oh, where the fuck is this thing? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there you go. I believe in you.
God! No! Let me see if I... Okay, normal toggle.
Yep.
Oh, my god!
Okay. You give this thing a hefty pull, and it won't budge. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh.
Dude, tell me if I have to roll something at some stage because I am upstairs making a little pizza thing.
Okay.
Oh.
It's nagging at you. Like, why won't this thing budge? There's no keyhole. It's just like a locking mechanism. What's the deal with this? And it's right at the edge of your, but you can't figure out why. Unless you figure it out as a player. But
I
yeah,
guess
no, you
detect
can't.
magic.
You cast detect magic, and this thing lights up.
Magic lock.
It lights up with abjuration magic.
Yeah, I would imagine it has like some sort of arcane lock or some fucking aneurysm-inducing ability like that. Considering the arcane like is also abjuration. Excellent.
All right, one's over. Next one.
Whoa. Wait. Let me tell you something.
We need to get over there now. We don't have time.
Can I see any of the guards?
Can you see
I
anything?
presume
Give
not,
me a
right?
give me a perception check.
Oh, nuts. Somebody roll a 1d20 and add 3.
Sure.
Imagine our 1d20 plus 3.
I'll let Esmond do it.
16.
Got a 16.
A 16. You look into the darkness that is this yard, and you think you see some you think you see some movement among some of the trees.
I'm going to reach out with my mind.
Okay, what's your
Help!
distance that you
I'm
can
staying
reach out?
close.
Good question. I don't actually know. It might only be
I think it's like
30 feet.
I think it's just 30 feet. You reach out with your mind, and they're too far away.
Bad. Well, I guess I'm getting tossed like a fish.
Wait.
Let me tell you something. Have you seen that? You guys seen that video, right?
I have not.
Oh my! It's this guy bungee jumping, and he's on he's scared out of his mind, and they're holding on to the chair that he's gonna fall on, and every time they go to drop him, he's like, "Let me tell you something." Let me tell you something. And that's the only thing he can say. It's so funny. I'll link the video in a second.
13 athletics for throwing. And Sam.
Oh.
That it's a surprisingly above average toss.
It's a surprisingly above average toss. I'm about to get skewered.
You're muted again if you are responding.
I see. Please tell me you gave him guidance.
I gave him guidance. Yep, I gave him guidance.
Roll a d4. Hope you get it too.
Ah, no.
Yes.
There you go. Just enough, Henzim, for you to grasp onto the edge of the stone wall and pull
I'll
yourself
take
over.
fall damage.
Are you downstairs yet?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Can someone toss me a rope?
I'll throw a rope back over, and I'll slide
Okay.
down the pole like a fireman.
Okay. With the rope, you are able to scale this.
Okay.
And you guys are now on the other side of the yard. Now, do either of you have... do any of you have dark vision?
Yes.
I don't, but I will cast light. I would assume that I had light on myself all this time. Because it's the middle of the night.
I think so. And so, from here, the estate is well tended. Through the trees, you can see the light from a large balcony that's enclosed by an iron railing above the mansion's main entrance. But the balcony itself looks to be about 20 feet above the ground level. But here you are in the grounds.
Oh. Esmond is going to immediately start running to the building.
Running?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So he'd go 30 feet.
Okay, yeah, just yeah, you're gonna hold there.
Yeah, I figured as much. I wasn't going to go any farther than that because I knew something would happen.
God.
DM informs
She's leaving my line of sight. You're your own, buddy. You are escaping the render distance.
There you go. Okay. As you run, Espen, what is it that a dragonborn feels when they're defense is set off. What would you say?
Fuck.
How does he feel?
What
I'd
does
say
he
that
feel physically when
physically.
his sixth sense is
Okay.
set off?
I'd say his scales might like kind of like react instinctively and actually like clench up closer to his body.
You feel any dirt that might have been caught in your scales is pushed out as they pull within your skin. As you notice you're running, focused, and yet this single point of sobriety as you see something out of the corner of your eye. Is that a dog? Can't be a dog, it's just dark. As blinking out from the tree as you're running is what looks to be the shadow of a great mastiff. As
It's
you
over.
hear as if on the wind itself, a low growl. I'm gonna need an initiative roll from you.
Excellent.
Okay, an initiative roll it is.
Un momento, por favor.
I hope you have that spell, Storak.
What spell?
You know what spell?
I don't know what spell.
Where's my token? Sorry.
Yeah, where's my token too? I'm still heating up. So.
Your tokens are over by the gate.
So they are. I do know what spell now, actually.
There's your owl.
5.16. Well, that's good. I can go heat up the rest of my pizza, I guess. Good luck, guys. I'll see you on the flip side.
You know, I ran a game yesterday, and genuinely, I rolled so many 2s and 3s. It was disgusting. The party decided to attack this to just go to the front door of this giant stronghold and just attack them. And and there's 3 guys against a literal fortress of giants. But it doesn't matter if I keep rolling 2s and 3s. I'm frustrated with that. All right. So,
Well, now you get to kill me instead.
now I get to kill you instead. Yes.
Well,
With that, from the shadows, you see this shadowy mastiff, a low growl on the wind as it's plodding towards you. What looks to be a shadow. And at this point, Volker, I mean, you can't see beyond your light. You just see Esben, who's dashed ahead, kind of slowing down ahead of you. What do you do?
Do I hear the growl?
No.
The fuck? That's so mean.
Just quiet enough. Basically, you need to get a little closer to hear it.
Well, we're currently trespassing. This sucks, man.
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
This could be bad.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
This is, pal. I don't know what
I
you're
don't
talking
think
about.
there's any could.
Especially with what I'm probably going to be doing.
Oh, we have
Gonna shank the fucking dog, man. No!
Oh, it's gonna be worse than that.
Gonna kick the dog. Oh, oh, oh! I mean, I don't know the dog is here. So, and we're trespassing. I'm going to...
You do see Esmond slow down as if he sees something.
Okay, that sounds it. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to make myself look like, the look and attire of the manor folk in this area.
Okay, so look like you are hired. Sounds good. Just
And then
preemptively give me a deception check. No, I'll just use your spell DC as a deception check.
Sure.
Okay.
And I will walk towards Espen. Like, what is happening to him? Why is he slowing down?
At this point, you do see what he sees. The shadow of a mastiff plodding towards him from one of the trees.
Shit, down, boy. It is my action to cast Disguise Self, unfortunately.
Yes.
So, we are, I don't have any bonus action to do. So,
Actually,
you're on your own.
could I have a token for my unseen servant?
Absolutely. I'll do your token, but I'll put a little indication on it to let you know that he's unseen, a little green,
Okay.
or just colors in general. There you go. So your unseen servant is over here by the gate.
Okay. Is there a way for you to like change his vision just so I'm not like overseeing what I shouldn't be seeing?
Gonna be hard to do, so I'm going to have...
Okay, well, we'll just have to figure this out then.
I will
I'll just
have the
pretend
bird
that,
fly
like,
off.
either you can have me not have control, and so it's like an NPC and I direct you, or we just...
Well, at the moment,
I'll pretend that I can't see what he can see.
Yeah. You have some pretty incredible vision, and so his vision is not overlap. Like your vision clearly sees what he sees.
Okay. Just letting you know, I'm not trying to
That's good.
not lay this out.
Appreciate that.
Unseen servant work? Is it like is like a bonus action I can tell it what to do, or do I just tell it what to do?
I think you just
bonus action.
The bonus action, unseen servant. Yeah. Just so you all are aware, the front gate is in this little cubby down here to the south. That's what looks to be the main building. Off to the right is the separate, looks to be stables or something.
Wait, so this is like the stables over here?
Oh my god, is Maxine here?
No, even further. If you look at how the path wraps around the building
here somewhere.
Yeah. This is all part of the same building.
Okay, so this is like still the main building then.
Yes,
okay.
But there is a door. There is a door right there.
Right, that's where Esmond was just going instinctively.
Which makes sense. Okay, so Esmond, what do you do?
Well, he's going to see this shadow dog, right?
Yep.
And the first thing that he's going to just do is he's going to cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And then he's just going to roar directly at this dog to try to scare it off.
Intimidation.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check at advantage.
Even though I'm drunk?
Even though
Why
you're
would you
drunk.
speak?
Even though you're drunk, because
Okay.
this one probably wouldn't. And it doesn't make sense to me that yelling at a dog would be altered by your
Right.
drunken state.
I wouldn't think so either, but I wanted just to be fair about it.
Oh yeah, no worries. I play by what makes sense.
11.
I think
11.
we
My rolls tonight are awful.
you really like the 11 number,
They
huh?
are very bad. As you yell at this dog. Well, gives you a chance to notice that the dog, upon closer inspection, it may have the shape of a dog, but this is not a dog.
I hope it's not a hellhound.
This thing looks like Shadow incarnate.
Okay, well, Esben is definitely going to pull out his dagger, but it took an action to use thaumaturgy. He's going to use his unseen servant, use a bonus action to have him move 15 feet towards the door, and I guess it'll be Esben's turn.
Okay. Enzim. You're up.
Which direction did I see the shadowy things in the trees?
You see a shadowy thing south.
I would like to get a little closer to see if I can figure out what it is.
Sure. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, roll me a nature check.
Uh-oh. Holy, all right.
You see how the shadows cling to it. You see how it glides across the ground. Although its footsteps don't quite interact with the ground itself. This thing, it has the semblance of a canine. It doesn't have life to it. This thing is what is whispered about in the dark by adventurers who are scared to descend into that which may be too dangerous. This is a shade. This is a shadow. A thing of undeath that saps the very life from your limbs.
No,
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
I think we have just entered. You know, when you're in a video game and you reach that point where you're like, I'm definitely not supposed to be here. I'm definitely not supposed to be here.
Why do the enemy's portraits have a skull next to their icon?
Literally.
And though the pathway that you took to get up here was not intentional, so you can't go back the way you came.
Yeah, literally.
Oops, you went past the loading zone.
Was that my action?
It is your turn. It wasn't your action to look. No.
I'm gonna action sorceress burst it.
Okay.
If I know it to be a shade, I'm just cooked. And yeah, I'm gonna. Was that my bonus action or was that a free action? How's that work?
That's Sorcerer's Burst? That's an
No.
action.
To
Oh,
figure out what it is.
Nature's free. It's free.
Okay. Bonus action, innate sorcery, and then I'm gonna sorceress burst it.
Okay.
Hawk Tua. Natural 20!
Oh shit.
No way. No way.
Hawk Tua!
Question, those 8s count towards the sorcery bursts 8s, or?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd imagine not, but...
It says whenever you roll an 8.
So we are doing the maximum damage and then rolling again. So maximum damage doesn't count. So roll again. If it
Means-
rolls again, then you'll roll again.
Okay, so /R 1d8. 5. So
It should
13
be more than
points of-
1d8.
What type of damage do you use?
I will do psychic damage. Because
Okay.
that makes a lot of sense with my character.
Yes, it does. You send this burst into its mind. Its mind. This thing's supposed to be undead. And yet you feel it skirting the line of life and death. But your damage, 13 damage, you can see it howl in pain as it received this to its form, and you can see some of the shadows burst away as it begins limping, and it turns its eyes towards you.
Womp womp. But that's my I'm gonna move 5, 10, right? Because I moved 15 feet forward.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep, correct.
I will move. I'll move back 15 feet.
Okay.
I walk up. Walk backwards.
With that,
Cha-cha real smooth.
it pounces 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Good luck,
Gets within
brother.
range. With a burst of speed, this thing races forward, and it seems to lose shape as it does. But as it gets close, it reemerges and immediately goes for your neck.
Question, Mr. DM.
What's your question?
Would this shade be affected by my light?
No.
That checks out.
Yeah.
As it goes to attack you, you are backing up quickly, and you can see it trying to pounce at you, and it rolls a 9 to hit you.
It misses.
It misses. You back up just enough for its shattering maw to completely miss you. You are distracted as more come. Another one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Doesn't get within range. And a final one. 5. So another mastiff shadow is racing towards you, Esben, from the trees, but it didn't have enough movement to get to you without having to use its action to dash. But it's going to get within striking distance of both Volker and Esben. Volker, your owl. Where is it? What is it doing?
Up in the sky.
In the sky. Thank you. Okay.
I don't think. Why would an owl? I mean, owls only have a 5-foot speed of walking.
Yeah.
So,
I wanted to make sure because it's still in the map. So, okay.
yes.
From around the corner, Espen, instead of the shadow of a master, you see the shadow of a man just walking. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. As he walks towards you, perhaps it's that you're stricken with fear. But similar to the mastiffs, this man kind of keeps shape. But as it gets within distance of you, he raises his shadowy hands towards you, and you feel the air around you just begin to drop in temperature as he goes to touch your chest. What's your AC?
My AC is 14.
With an 18, he hits you.
Oh, that's okay.
As it reaches forward and just plunges his hand into your chest, you feel as you begin, your heart begin to spasm. You feel very, very wrong. I just rolled maximum damage.
Oh, God.
Excellent.
TPK,
Esmond,
TPK, TPK.
you immediately take 14 cold damage. Is that
Oh
cold
my
damage? No,
god!
that's not cold
Okay,
damage. That's not necrotic damage. I was wrong.
necrotic damage 14.
14 necrotic damage. They roll 2d6. I rolled 2 6s.
All right.
Man. Oh, holy crap. I need to start. I'm making up for my giant game yesterday.
No.
Your strength drops by 4.
Okay.
Write down what your maximum strength is.
Yeah.
But as it plunges its hand into your chest, Volker, you see Esben, his scales, currently bright, dim. You can see as if age is beginning to rack his body. You see the shine that makes up Esben's scales dim and tarnish as this thing seems to be sucking the very age life from his body. It is your turn.
Excellent.
Like I said, you're probably going to kill me this game.
But they look like they're hostile towards me despite my disguise.
I don't think they're part of the manor's security.
I don't know, man. Who knows?
Yeah, at the moment the Mastiff looks like it's trying to flank Esben. I had forgotten that you were disguised self, so it actually wouldn't have gotten within striking distance of you, so that is my bad.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. No, thank you for reminding me. I wasn't. Yeah, that was something. So Volker, how do you respond?
Now the consensus is, are we because that thing did like how is Aspen looking like?
He is not looking good at all.
And that was for one hit out of the
One
three
hit.
things.
Yup.
We are not supposed to be here.
I applaud you, Espen, for role playing so well. You know, being drunk and just rushing forward. So,
How sober is Espen at the moment?
Oh,
from
he
this?
is probably not
you
sober
are
at this point.
completely sober. This is there's nothing. Every ounce of alcohol has been burned away immediately in this moment.
Does the spirit look drunk now? Did he steal all of my alcohol from my system?
That would be funny. That would be really funny.
I am still concentrating on detect magic. Do those
Yes.
things, give off a magic?
Aura? Well, there's definitely necromancy of them.
Excellent.
I'm glad I roared extremely loud. Hopefully someone comes by.
Oh no! The fuck are those rolls rolling, Storak?
Hey, Esmond, roll me a D6 real quick. Just
It's just for funsies.
Just for
I'm just-
something else.
I'm just prepping, Flippy.
You saw all the good numbers out of Esben with those D6s. And how is the shade that is about to eat handsome looking?
It is quite. It's hurt pretty bad. Tatters. It looks like it is not quite corporeal.
I don't know if we fight or flee this one.
I'm in a bad position regardless, and I don't know of how I would be able to flee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
The rope
basically,
is- The rope is still there.
Yeah, but it's tied and anchored on this end, not that end.
I can fix that. It's gonna be awkward, but I can fix that.
All right,
But,
well, I just hope that neither of these two hit me as I try to get out of here, because I'm dead otherwise.
yeah, that's not looking quite good for you.
No, it is not.
What is my HP? Just. Okay.
I mean, I really don't know if we should fight this.
I don't know if we have a choice, buddy.
Okay, fair enough. I forgot. Do you have something that you can flank with?
Flanking
Mr.
and
Handsome?
+1.
Joyous. I mean, since those things are necrotic shades on like undead, I have a hunch that my attacks, which deal radiant, will do significant damage. But that's
You're
just a
probably
hunch.
right. Yeah.
The problem is I don't know how fucking tanky those things are. I mean, this motherfucker took a 8 + 5 the damage to the chest. Which one is a human? Which one is a hound?
Human is south.
Love to hear that. I mean, I don't think.
It's up to you, man. Just any decision is better than no
Make a
decision.
I'm going to help my dying friend as per usual. And I will. I don't have a toggle that gives me a +1, so I can just pretend it's a +1 to hit.
With a
As
+1.
Since I'm disguised, would this count as a
no.
like a surprise attack, maybe?
Let me see. Yes. You may roll at advantage.
Or this hit alone better make it good. All right. Kablamo. It's 9th radiant damage.
26 to hit. Absolutely hits. So Espen, as this thing has its hand inside your chest, it's looking at you, and there's these, even though you can't see any eyes, there's still as if there's a darker spots where those eyes might be. And through the chest, you see a brightened staff just pass through. And almost as if the radiance from the staff is, I don't know if repulsive is the right way to put it. It begins to spread out from the wound and consume the being as a whole as you kill it in one hit.
Oh shit! So they are vulnerable. Excellent. So I
Very
spend
wonderful.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Actually, no, that's just exactly my entire that movement. For shame. What's it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes. Good luck, buddy. Bonus
Yeah.
action, nothing. Action. I'm gonna have my owl, fly up, have a look out. Does it see? Actually, bonus action. I'm gonna see through my owl's eye. Do I see any other shades in this god-forsaken universe?
No.
Okay, so it's those 3 cancers. Does it hear? Do we still hear the fight inside of this building?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not having a worthless fight. End of my turn.
It is now Esmond's turn.
All right. I'm going to get creative with this. So,
Good luck.
as my bonus action, I'm going to have my unseen servant go into the trees here.
Okay.
And it's going to find a stick to snap. And as it's doing that, Esmond's going to look like he's going to be casting a spell at this thing at close range, but he's actually casting Minor Illusion
Oh.
to have it look like an illusion of Grim coming through the trees to look like it's trying to get an attack on the shade.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be like an illusion here.
Sure.
And that's going to be my entire turn because I am not moving from this spot, and I'm just hoping this thing is not smart enough to realize that it's a fake.
Okay. Sounds good. Roll me a deception check. At advantage with the help of your unseen servant.
This is what the fucking dog shade is.
Please. Oh, thank God.
With it, abs. Okay. It is now Henson's turn.
Not wood.
21. That's a good deception check.
Force total, and I'm going to magic missile it at close range because I don't have anything else to do. And bam.
Okay. Well, it's 3 bolts and it only had 3 HP anyway. So you
Hey, you can share the beams.
I don't know how that works. If
No,
all
basically
three of
it's
them-
1d4 plus 1 for each bolt. And so you roll damage and keep going.
Bam, bam.
5.
So first bolt just straight up destroys this thing.
And then the other 2 continue on to this.
Not straight line towards the other one, huh?
Yeah, right here. Slash
All right.
R2D4 plus 2. Blam blam.
All right. As the 2 bolts hit this thing, it growls in a distant way.
And I flip it off with my middle finger.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You flip it off with the middle finger. It gets distracted by Grim first. This illusion of Grim. You can see its attention drawn away from you, Espen, and then the bolts hit it, and it cries, it howls in pain, and retaliates. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Espen, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yes, might as well.
Where did it go?
Up to me, numbskull.
Oh, that would have. Oh. Let me redo that. 17.
17 hits.
5 damage, which is probably going to go down to 3. Would be
It
my
goes down
guess.
to 2 because we round
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Round down, you're right. Yeah.
Round
yeah.
down. As your dagger passes through, and you do some damage, but not nearly as much as you'd hope. As this thing retaliates against you, Henzem, and this time, this thing, rather than going for your, this one goes for your neck too. I mean, you're at face level for it, so.
No.
But it rolled a 7 this time.
What is it? He thinks the one that choked the little guy.
So I can't actually hit the little guy, but
I am high rolling the actual crap out of this campaign. I didn't cast
Yes.
mage armor.
So, that's back to Volker's turn because I can't roll to hit anybody other than Esben.
Hey, that's actually
That
normal.
has been a trend. And I would like to actually no. Let me re-step my steps because 5, 10, 15, 20. Free action. I swap my quarterstaff for my light crossbow. I don't think I should at this nincompoop over here.
Okay.
Let me untoggle advantage. I want to cry afterwards. 18, huh?
18 hits.
For, I guess, 24 damage.
No, real quick, you are casting. What's the cantrip that allows you to roll the radiant damage?
True strike.
True strike.
That's right. Yep, True Strike has radiant damage now.
Yep. As Henzim, this thing going for your neck dissipates as a glowing crossbow bolt hits right between your legs against the ground as the mastiff dissipates.
Are we clear on the cantrip? Because I don't know. You're looking for some.
I've only seen I've seen you use it with the quarterstaff, so I was just curious because I couldn't remember.
I think it's a weapon that I'm proficient with, and it's a
weapon with which you have proficiency, and that is worth a copper piece or more. Instantaneous, guided by a flash of magical instant. You make one attack with the weapon used in the spell's casting. The attack uses your spellcasting ability for the attack and damage rolls instead of using strength or dexterity. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant damage or the weapon's normal damage. Yikes, that is just a powerful, powerful spell. Okay.
It's better than what the original True Strike was, which was absolute garbage.
That is for sure. Okay. As you do this, silence cascades. As Esben, you feel yourself weigh with this lack of strength, but no other shades attack you.
Where is inside? Where's the nearest door?
Still here. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to open that.
Oh, I didn't see that there was a door I can hear.
I think after that, Esmond's going to just kind of like go over to the building and kind of just like lean against it after that. Are we still in initiative order, or are we out of initiative order right now? I'm assuming we're out.
Order. Yeah.
Okay. So while he's kind of resting over at this, he's going to have his unseen servant try to go up to the door and then open up.
I'm gonna look, walk towards you, and you okay? You look bad.
Not feeling too great.
Meanwhile, Henzem in the corner is doing like that dash from Incredibles. Like he sort of pats himself down a little bit, and then he looks around and his hands shoot in the air like he is actually insane. He's like, "Let's run!" And he very happily, with a big old grin on his face, jogs over to the door and is like, "Yeah, I'm unkillable at this point."
Well, we definitely have to be a lot more careful. I didn't expect that.
What were those things?
I
They call
have no
extinguished
idea.
shades. They were shades.
Okay,
What happened
what
to you, mate? No,
Go ahead.
actually, go ahead.
exactly is a shade?
Well, there's these things that's like dead but not dead because it kind of has a mind, but it's like mostly dead. And I don't know, they smack these, I guess. But people are scared of them. Kinda weird.
Why were they here?
I can see why.
What would be the legality of having undead creatures in a manor, Mr. Glor?
Let's just say,
on the politics of things.
on the politics of things, there's no current policies that allow for the use of undeath, because undeath tends to be out for any living thing, except those who control it.
Oh no!
Really?
Wait a
Not also
minute.
legal? I guess I will attempt to. Do we have to retreat, or can you carry on?
Oskin keeps going.
I'm asking Mr.
Oh, no.
60 years old.
I know who you're asking.
We can't just leave the people that are being attacked, right?
Right.
Oh, God.
Let's open the doors.
I would like to cast Blade Ward on myself
Okay.
as we continue on.
Hold on, before
Oh.
you just go through the doorway, let me just... And Esmond's gonna just kind of like go over to the side of the door, and he's
Okay.
going to bring out a hand mirror that he has, and he's going to just kind of like stick it through the doorway, so he can kind of like get visual on the inside without being in the doorway.
Of all the people, I completely believe you having a hand mirror.
Of course I do.
Okay. By casting Blade Ward, you lose concentration on detect magic.
Correct. I would
Okay.
imagine that as with this RP, how long does the tech machine last? A minute? 10 minutes?
10
I think
minutes.
10 hours. That was 10 minutes, okay.
It would have been on the far end of it.
So you stick the mirror, and inside you see what looks to be it's a one-story stone building, and inside the main room contains what looks to be a bunch of bunk beds, and at the base of each bunk bed are footlockers.
So
Do I
it's
see
like a
any
garrison?
more like potential shades in that building or in that room?
Not with your current. No.
All right, looks clear.
Is there like a door towards the further inside of the building?
You see a door at the far end of the barracks, as well as what looks to be a door to a closet, maybe.
Well, I'm gonna definitely
Alright.
just walk in here because I am literally unkillable, and Henzem is riding the high of
Yeah.
two of these shades, just running up to him and him just winning.
You
I
walk
love it.
in, and
I win.
it smells a little bit like sweat. It smells a little bit like feet, and looks to be some mannequins up against some walls that are empty of any clothing or armor that might be placed there.
How similar
Oh.
to Grimm's room?
It's similar, smells a little the same.
Oh, I opened the closet door.
Inside the closet looks to be some storage space.
You find yourself.
And a chest as well.
I come out and I close the door.
Okay.
No,
I am not
in.
I am not interested in the chest or other possessions. I'm more interested in like trying to get and help the people that are, fighting
Yep.
against
Yeah.
what I would imagine are in Volker's mind. Oh my god, a clone is walking towards me.
Yeah, well, it's the unseen servant, so he will be using the unseen servant to open up doors.
And so the barracks looks to be like close, right up against the house, but doesn't have an entryway into the house. However, on the other side of the barracks, through the open door down here, there is a door into the main building
Where's that door?
outside.
Left
Right
or
there. There you go. You found it.
I
You
was gonna
found
say this or this one.
Okay.
This also
Um,
over there.
To the west.
Come on, Superman.
Come on, Super Clown, let's go.
Okay. And so this door is unlocked, and inside is clearly what looks to be the kitchen. As somebody opened the door. There you go. Oh,
okay.
it's open. Yep. Looks to be the kitchen. Empty. However, a fire is going in the center fireplace.
That's unsafe.
Yes, it's safe. It's in the fireplace.
It's in the kitchen. This is the large fireplace, which looks to be used for cooking meals. And there is a room to the north and a room to the south.
Which direction can I hear fighting?
Upstairs.
Beans. I'm gonna go north and open this door.
You're
All right.
so mean to us, Mr. DM.
You open the door, and
butchery.
first off, yes, butchery. This room, what looks to be where servants wash clothing. It contains scrubs, buckets, wash basins, soaps, mops, and chamber pots. In addition to this, looks to be a dead, middle-aged woman with her body on the stairs that lead upstairs, as well as there's a door right there.
What sort of attire is this woman in?
Servant's clothing.
She's not the rich lady of the house. So,
This is not good.
There should be a wall right here. Just a second. Boom! It looks to be an open doorway cracked into another room.
Yeah, how is Mr. Germophobe looking right now? He's stepping on blood at the moment.
I would like to prestidigitate the blood off the ground, actually.
Of course.
Oh, that's not a. Oh, well, whatever. Too late. Here we are.
Is it all good?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, that's what you see in here. You press the digitation clean, but you can hear some grunts of effort coming from up the stairs, not directly above you, further in the house for sure. But
the staircase leads upstairs, right?
Yes, it does.
I do not have time to mourn the death of this lady, despite how gruesome this is. Does she look like she, fell down the stairs and died, or is she cut open?
Her head is caved in.
Oh, wonderful.
Right, we need to get moving fast then.
I prep, I attempt as a small person can be to, shoulder Esven to help him forward.
All right. Who goes forward?
I think we all do in this.
Superman, right? Mr. Unkillable.
Mr. Unkillable, I will take the lead.
All
Why
right.
am I the way that I am? Man, what the All right, Mr. Unkillable is taking the lead. Oh,
closes the door.
Hensem, you look through
Yes.
the doorway, and you look. The door is ajar, and you can hear murmuring inside the room next to you.
I will pick my head around the corner.
Give me a stealth check.
Mr. Unkillable!
I'm fucking invincible!
Roll again at.
You're so fucking
14.
Storak!
Okay.
And just because I have an ability that lets me turn on advantage on every combat, it's hard to swap out.
You look here in the room, and you see this is clearly the Great Hall. The floor is covered in bodies. Two men in dark leather armor are walking around the room. It looks to be just looking at some of the bodies, but not looking like they're in a rush to go anywhere, carrying bloody maces. There are two iron.
Hurt at all.
These two? No.
There's two. I can't see the other one.
There's two.
At the bodies, the
So I'm gonna turn around and go 2. I'm gonna make a 2-hand. Oh no! I'm gonna use my mind and reach out to my fellow compatriots and go, right. In your head, you can respond, but there's 2 guys and a whole bunch of bodies on the floors, and both of them's dudes are in dark clothings, like the enemies, probably, I don't know. But they's got maces. And they's bloody.
Is there anything in the room?
Bodies.
Anything above them?
Look above them.
I think we should help the ones that are actively fighting rather than to engage in another combat.
I don't want to get sandwiched between 2 enemies.
It is better to help the ones that are fighting against them so they can join us.
I do
Right.
agree.
Let's go up the stairs. Very quiet, likes. Don't make a noise.
Can I give the help action to Mr. Cripple over here for his stealth check?
That would give you disadvantage at stealth.
I've got it. I got my own. I'm sure I can do this. It's fine.
Enzem will keep your stealth check.
I don't have advantage though. So
Oh, that's right.
if worst comes
So
to
you'll
worst, I
Yeah.
will be rolling flat. Do you require my assistance, Mr. Esven?
Let's see.
You're not
Stealth?
drunk.
I'm okay with stealth. Much better than other things, so.
And worst comes to worst, I can attempt to lucky my way through bullshit.
It's true. You could lucky. You could lucky even my rolls, right?
No,
Technically.
only me.
No? Only you? Okay.
So that's why I'm, saying if I can help you, and then if I roll like bad, I can lucky myself.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, tactically, that would make more sense then.
Now, on the other hand, I look like what they are fighting, so it would be disastrous if they see me. But,
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, you haven't got hit yet, but,
Nope.
You're right.
So what are we doing? I will, gauge my my things through what you roll. Are you rolling normal or advantage?
I'll roll advantage on this.
Gotcha. Hopefully you need it. You didn't, but...
Esben will also give you like a word of thanks and try to give you bardic inspiration doing so.
Oh my god, I love this! Alright.
Where did I move? I'm going upstairs.
We're all going upstairs.
I'm confused. Where? Oh, hi.
Could you bring my unseen servant? Thank you.
Where the hell am I?
Up. Okay.
Up
for now.
and away. I didn't roll
Yeah.
stealth yet, though.
Nope. I need you to
we're
roll.
up anyways.
Wow.
Don't.
Okay. So 17 is 17 is
20.
17. So dirty 20, 17, and a 14. An average of 17.
The numbers,
What
Mason.
that is?
What do they mean?
Okay.
How fully they didn't see us.
You head upstairs, and Enzem, you're the one who'd be relatively aware of this sort of deal. It's clearly you're in the servants' quarters.
So we're in the wrong place.
As you head upstairs, and you see it's a narrow hallway, but there are 3 doors.
Do I hear fighting?
Fighting is coming through the wall to the west. Muffled, very muffled.
So I will go and I will open this door.
To the south, in this southern room, is in this specifically, let's see which one. It's empty. Looks to be somebody's room.
I'm gonna look back at everybody and go, we's in the wrong place. It's over in other parts of the house.
Are you
With
telling
my
me
mind.
this?
With my mind.
Right. Are you telling me that there's no other way, like, through this upper floor?
I will come down and no said it. I mean, we can check the other rooms, I guess.
Okay.
In the other room, you find the largest room. Well, let's be a group of maids, cooks, and valets, all quietly huddled up against the back wall, carrying mops, anything they can, what would they be able to, like, improvise weapons, rolling pins, mops, broom, the like sort of deal, as they look at you as you open the door.
And I'm gonna put on a smile and wave at them and wave at them.
I'm going to walk up.
You might want to, like, have them, like, talk to them so they don't scream and then let people know that they're here.
As he does that, I walk forward and I have the attire of the guardsmen, I would assume, or the people that are defending. I will ask them, where is the fight happening?
The elder servant says they're after the master and the lady. It's down the stairs, across the great hall, up the stairs.
So we've gotta take out them guards that just kills the whole bunch of peoples.
The ruffians, yes.
Do you know why they's here?
No.
I don't think we have time to be talking like this. Look. You need to get out. To the front.
Is there a clear path?
Where you can go out the kitchen, and the shades and evil spirits in the gardens, they's gone.
Oh. All right. Thank you
The
for clearing
gates
the
are
way.
still closed, though. Beware.
There's a
That is
rope.
fine. We are cleared for the arcane lock.
Good. Open up the gate. Get out of here. Get help. This is not.
Will do. Will do. There's no more ruffians. Yes.
No, what there are.
I will.
Just
I
don't
will.
go to
I
them.
will. I will. What's the word? I will. When they mention that, I will like raise a hand to be like, there is 2 downstairs. We'll take care of them. You run after we engage them.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I would imagine what we should do now is go downstairs and try
And
to
then-
ambush the people as we, give room to the servants to escape and alert.
Right.
Okay.
So as we go down, as we're gonna like
Teleportation magic.
crack the door, use the mirror to see what's in that room.
Yeah. You crack the door, use the mirror with your stealth check. You see the 2 thugs walking around. One of them is bending down, looks to be rifling through the pockets of one of the house guards. While the other one is just kind of chewing on something. But they both look to be, they're not, basically, you can tell that they're not being lazy or anything. Does that make sense? I don't know. Looks like they're here for a reason.
Right, they're still looking for stuff. But they're probably just securing the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything on like the ceiling, like a chandelier or anything like that?
Anything on the chandelier? I mean, there's just iron candelabras up above. There's iron chandeliers, yes, that hang from the mahogany ceiling. Above the long dining table, Very nice wood and chairs surrounding the table and whatnot. The walls look to be lined with tapestry and locked wooden cabinets that clearly have fine dishes, silverware, and candlesticks. And the fireplace itself, black marble mantelpiece that seemed to have a large family portrait that you can't quite tell the details of.
Right. I mean, especially not at this angle, but with the chandelier that's above, or is it above any of them?
No, they're above the table.
Okay, it's
No
only above the
video game
table.
logic.
Look, I'm going to use anything I can, especially after being brought down to 5 HP after an attack.
Oh
Yep.
no!
Yep.
I would like to, while he's looking, can I use a bonus action and consume, hold on, actually.
Sork
need to-
point.
Yeah, I'm gonna consume Sork points, but I need to figure out if I can create a second level spell yet, or if I have to do this first level spell.
Sure. Yeah, you can use your bonus action to do that. What else happens?
Do they look? Are they facing towards this door or away from this door? I feel pretty confident with my
They keep
stealth.
moving around.
Damn it!
I'm going to have my unseen servant
Can
go
make
down
noise.
here, and it's just going to like start rifling through. I'm assuming these are like silverware or some kind of like cabinet.
They are locked cabinets.
Okay. Is there anything that's like loose that's around?
You can find like a loose candlestick or something.
Okay, yeah. So he's just gonna start making a bunch of noise down there with his unseen
Okay.
servant.
I will consume my 3 Sork points to gain a second level spell.
Okay, sounds good. And so the unseen servant steps down, walks around one of the thugs, as this one is just rifling through stuff, and the candlestick starts to move around. Both thugs immediately pull up their maces, look towards the candlestick, as one of them says, "Yo, both of them, you see that?" The other one says, "Yeah, looks like the Lady Growlhund brought some other dark spears here. Let's go take care of that." You see one of them steps forward up
At
to
that
where
point, the unseen servant's gonna throw the candlestick at him.
All right, roll me a d20, add its strength.
It's just looking to like do that and run. So.
Oh yeah. But they are clearly distracted by this.
While they're distracted, can I step in and cast a spell?
Yeah, of course.
Man, I would like to get in position too.
I will step in and cast Dissonant Whispers
That's a good
On-
spell.
this guy at second level.
Okay. What type of save is that?
Wisdom
Wisdom.
save. DC is
Wisdom
15.
save. Wisdom save DC 15. What is this? There we go.
Actually, yeah.
goodness. In front of the table. 2.
Excellent.
Slash R 4d6.
I would be interested as
19 points of psychic damage.
Fuck.
Holy
It sounds
crap.
like this cacophony of voices just overwhelms his mind. And as he looks over at me, he sees this shadow monster in the corner of this room, and he has to use his reaction to run as far away from me as he can.
Oh my, that is still alive.
If
Immediately,
he's not dead.
the blood vessels in his eyes begin to pop, and you can see that these voices that are sounding, the blood vessels in eyes and ears pop, and blood is just pouring down his face as he screams, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just thuds into the wall. Clearly affected by this.
The other guy turns around and some.
I would like to shoot at this guy.
All right, and then we'll get into initiative order.
Meanwhile, while this is all happening, Esmond's pretty much just like signaling the other guys to go.
I may have to shoot myself in the face.
Yeah, you will have to.
Big oof.
Yep.
I guess I can also. Rad. I can't say last name. Rad.
You're gonna have to. Yep. There we go. This is a
Oh!
surprise. No, you don't have to shoot yourself in the face. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 21 damage. Hit him dead center. I was about to say, like, for some reason I thought that, oh no, you have to roll straight. No, they were clearly distracted with husband's things. So yeah, natural 20, 21 damage. You think you might have pierced a lung with that shot. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Dana.
Okay. I will always roll last, apparently. And the surprise round is done. Henzim, you are up again.
Here comes the boogeyman.
I'm going to snap my fingers and cast Sorceress Burst at the guy that just ran away from me.
Okay.
Actually, a bonus action, I do my last point of innate sorcery, and then.
Okay.
My God, that was my.
19 to hit.
So your innate sorcery, does that give you advantage?
Yes.
It does.
Dark Rage gives him advantage. Is
Dark
perhaps.
Yikes. Okay. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
He takes.
Funny shot.
This is again gonna be psychic damage.
Money shot!
Money shot! He takes another if he's still alive.
Well, just do it anyway. I want to see how much damage this comes out of this.
He's still alive. Roll another d8.
No, take it upstairs, please.
I see.
6 more points of psychic damage.
I mean, how does it look when you kill him? He only had 13 HP left.
Again, as he looks back, because it's like the same turn, he sees the shadows collapse because he's run away. He looks back, he sees the shadows collapse into a 3-foot-tall gnome, and he just points at him, and his world goes black.
You're a murderer.
And there's this little bit of a grin on his face almost as he's looking at this gnome before he's just over.
As just his mind is broken and his eyes just go full red. There's no color to them left as he just drops to his knees and falls face first onto the ground. As the other guy who's got this crossbow bolt in his chest looks over at his buddy, looks back at you.
I look like a murderer.
Volker, you're up.
And again, there was no sound. He just died.
Yeah, just died after the initial scream.
I walk. He did that. Okay, let me do like a small recap. This guy mentioned like you two, as in like 2 other people. I don't know which one of the ones that said it, but like he mentioned like implying a third person in this thing. Or what did you say specifically? Because I may have misheard.
I think it's just mishearing. He only is talking to one other guy down here.
Okay, so I thought you said, okay. So I look at this guy, he might have a purse lung, and I tell him, you know, I scream at him, get down before I finish you!
Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
And Rem's a murderer.
Yes, he killed a person. Put a gun against his head, pull the trigger on his head.
I mean, they literally were killing people in here. I don't think that worrying about The morality
don't
of
like
it really
that.
matters so much.
I like the morality.
Okay,
11 it
so
is.
11 it is. Okay. Yeah, you make this call to him. You're not sure what he's gonna do.
Guy looks fucked up, and I am not on the intention of killing him. I'm not a killer. I would like to provide the help action to Sven if we were to attack this guy. The way that I want to help is by it's like I wouldn't say suppression fire, but I keep an eye on him in a to keep him trouble as it is. You're like in a standoff. It's like don't move or I shoot you.
Right.
Kind of way. And that is the end of my turn.
And so, did you say that you held your action, or are you just helping? What was that?
Help action.
Okay, help action. All right. So in that case, next up is Esben.
All right. Esben's
Did I
going
say
to
Espen
hobble
or
in.
Handsome? I meant to say Espen.
Esben. Yep.
And he's going to stay here. He's going to get out his dagger. And he's going to hold it as though he's ready to throw it.
Okay.
And if this guy gets within 20 feet of us, he will throw it, getting the advantage on the help. And then he's going to do it non-lethally if possible.
Okay. You hold your dagger ready. Your action held. He sees this. You can see him cough, and there's blood that covers his lips as he looks down at the bolt, looks at you, and you guys see this wild eye get. He drops the mace from behind his back, pulls up this crossbow, and immediately fires at you, Volker.
Cunt.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to hit with your. Yeah, no, and with his shot, it goes high, hits the ceiling, near the ceiling up top, as clearly he doesn't hip fire as much with an 8 to hit you. Fires, coughs, and then
6.
10, 15, starts skirting around 30, and at that point, Esben, he's within range. It looks like he's trying to skirt around the room, but he gets within range. So your
within range.
Your attack opportunity goes up.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be throwing my dagger.
Okay.
Have advantage.
I do have advantage. My bad.
As much as I can say that you can do this non-lethally with a thrown dagger.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, if possible, non-lethal.
Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
17 hits, yeah. How much damage?
4 damage.
4 damage. The dagger hits his thigh. He goes down to one knee. His crossbow just weighing down his one arm as he's looking at you guys, just not sure what else to do. Hansen, you're up.
Stone Cold Killer.
I'm going to just sort of run around the table, like here.
Yep.
Peek my head out, almost like with a creepy little grin as I step around one of the table legs. Look at him with a smile on my face and cast Sorcerer's Burst.
Oh my god, this guy is deranged.
His eyes go wide.
Listen, the voices 25 to hit.
Hits.
No, this guy is a gunner.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh no.
What did you roll? Did you roll an 8, Storak?
I rolled an 8.
Scumbag.
This is terrible.
15,
Oh my god.
15 points of psychic damage.
as his head explodes.
And I would like to, as I cast this, I'd simultaneously reach out with my mind and go, "Say hello to your friends for me," and his head explodes.
And you both see it's almost as if his head concaves as he just falls to the ground.
And I turn it back and I'm like, "Well, let's go get the rest of them."
Oh my god, what happened?
His mind wasn't able to hold up to the pressures of me.
You're gonna get a very worried look as Esmond looks at the body, at the guy's head, and then looks at you for a couple times.
And I sort of have this like little grin on my face as I'm like, "I did good. Let's go."
Yeah, Volker is kind of, like thinking if he should aim at you next or not.
Yep.
Because you're just like, and with no mercy, no hesitation, just fucking off to people. But there are pressing, subject at hand.
Yeah, at this point, Esmond's gonna kind of like just start coming up here while he's ordering his unseen servant to eventually get his dagger and then bring it to him.
I would like to go up these stairs.
Is it up or down?
It's up.
I guess that's the
dog
one.
is being a terror.
Bork,
Okay.
bork, bork, bork.
Bork, indeed. Okay.
Are
now
we resuming
I'll-
our stealth, or how are we doing?
I'm gonna teleport. The fighting is intense upstairs. Are you resuming stealth, or you just head up?
I think we go to help.
I think I'm being stealthy.
I want to be stealthy. I'm not a stupid man. I want to help, but I don't want to be
I don't want to be dead.
immediately caught. Yeah, I don't want to be. You need to be alive to help. Where the fuck are we?
Up here.
In combat, it would seem.
Yeah, no, directly into combat. Just roll initiative.
All right, the illusion of choice of
The
helping.
illusion of-
Yeah.
I cannot click on my token, so we're gonna have to punch.
Oh no!
Actually, where the fuck are we? Oh, never mind. I do see us.
Natural 20.
Rolling so
says-
well.
Says the psychotic murderer.
And innate sorcery is still going because it lasts for a minute. We're cooking with gas, boys.
I'm gonna give you for a minute. You've got like 2 more turns. Since you guys were a little cautious, at 2 more turns.
I
Fine,
definitely
free
ran
turn.
back.
I will give you. You ran. Fine. 4 more turns.
Oh,
And
I mean,
more
this
after you
bloodlusted
notice.
animal.
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of this area.
There we go.
Neither am I.
I'm a fan of the DM rolling like dick with initiative, though. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to learn to be not as much of a fan.
So with that, Enzim, you're up there first.
This
And
guy?
you see these 3, there are 3 of those guys dressed in similar armor, and they're clashing with, and there are bodies up here. Looks like this is where the last stand looks like.
Now I had to listen to that song.
It's for the might of the Lord, for the hope of for the home of the holy. This little fella in front of me.
I hope you have shatters, though, right?
I definitely don't have shatter.
And these are the guys
and
that are just wearing like the dark armor. This isn't like the guards
Yes.
here, right? Just
That
making
is
sure.
correct.
Okay.
That is
make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Cool.
Excuse me. Wisdom saving throw. 2.
Oh my god.
He takes 3d6 damage, and if he has his reaction and movement, he must run away from me. /R.
That's
Alright, roll-
such an
roll
overpowered
3d6.
spell.
12.
Oh,
12. Yep. You do this. The man cries out and runs through his buddies 5, 10, 15, 20, and disappears into the other room.
do they get tumbled? Those people?
No.
Come on, Invincible, walk forward. You bloodlust
What do you do?
high.
I'll go over into this corner.
Into that corner. Okay. Next
Mr.
up.
Invincible, everybody.
Mr. Invincible. Indeed. No, there are corpses and weapons of several guards. There are a couple bodies of there are like bodies of
Oh,
6
that's
of the
another
guards.
here?
There's bodies
Oh,
of 2 of the
eventually.
leather guys. And the looks like the guards are guarding this other area, and
Who's waiting?
then from Henzen, you see a man step out of one of the rooms, and reach over with a deadly-looking knife. Oh, I need to change this because every time the NPCs they have, advantage, just always advantage for some reason. So, it's weird. I have to toggle that.
I
With this,
mean, you can always treat the roll on the left side as the flat roll.
yes, I could, except I keep myself to the same standard. So,
Wow, this DM.
look at me.
Why are you Indian?
Oh boy, just a second. Lots of rolls. That's this guy with his blade.
Is he wearing
I'll
the
take
attire of this estate?
No. This man, you can see that he's also wounded, but steps up. One of the guards is swinging at one of the thugs, and with his blade slits his throat, and the guard falls dead. And he steps back into the room.
Oh, so that's not a friendly individual.
Next up is your turn, Volker.
Okay. I don't like this. Not at all. So, let me read my spell real quick. Okay. As an action, I'm going to spring forth.
Okay.
The hand. Oh.
Oh.
I don't know why I have vision through the hand. I don't think I should. I'll pretend I don't see it. And I will attempt to restrain this person over here. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Strength saving throw 7.
They are restrained and they take. Is it restrained? Restrained, yes. And they take 2d6 bludgeoning. They're getting squeezed.
2d6.
This guy takes 8 damage. Now, mind you, this hand is corporeal, so it occupies a space.
Yeah.
And I would like to backpedal a little bit. It's a little bit of too much blood in this room and bodies. And on my
Sounds
turn.
good. Okay. It's the guards' turns. They surge forward with a burst and they make some attacks. Thanks. Every single time. Okay. Let's see.
Winning the scene, Storak.
All
I
right.
am
The
currently
atmosphere.
winning this scene.
You can see they both take an attack. One of them ends up missing completely against the other guy, but the other two both hit the man who is restrained, dealing a total of 14 damage to him. As he cries out, this thug who's restrained is flailing around, brings his club. Does Maximilian's hand have AC and health?
Nope.
It doesn't. It just exists.
It just exists.
Okay. Well,
Which is insane.
it doesn't say. I am.
If they
curious
can
about
waste
that.
they can waste their action attacking it if they want to. I don't mind.
Yeah. Well, right now he's getting
Had
stabbed
creatures
with
just
a
appear in
sword,
front of
so
them.
He's just going to make some attacks.
The guy has
against
to
the
make a strength check, not a save, if they want to break out as an
break
action.
free. Yeah, no, he's more worried about the guy stabbing him with a sword than the rocks holding him down. So
Let me check what restraint does real quick. As you continue on.
Because grapple is the movement. I don't know what restrained is like. I think it might make it so they can't even attack. I don't know.
Let's have a look.
I can go find my player's handbook because it's in there.
I don't know if the 2024 edition has a different, but the normal restraining is a restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against this creature has advantage, and the creature attacks will have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
I think
Okay.
I'm gonna kill myself. I think I don't have my player's handbook here. I think it's with Morgoth and Luthien. I think
You may have to kill yourself immediately.
I'm gonna kill myself. All right.
okay. This guy completely misses since he's at disadvantage. The guy next to him, however, runs forward and natural 20 on that one.
Has an advantage, so
Yeah.
good for them.
Blocks this guard, dealing significant damage. And then this third guy comes back around the corner, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Sees you over there, hands in this little scrawny boy, 20, 25, 30,
The
comes up with
demon.
his club and swings for you. The demon who stood up by the stairs. A 17 and a 6 to hit you.
6
What?
misses.
So, this guy's an advantage. Okay. He clocks you for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Woohoo. Okay.
Yep. That is his turn. Esvin, following up the line.
Okay. Esmond's gonna just move up 5 feet, see if he can get a better vision. 1 second here. Ruler. I want to look at a square.
3 inches.
Where would it be?
Is it 2024 different? Because I know that grapple gives them disadvantage on attack rolls on anybody but
Restrained
grapple region.
condition. While you have the restrained condition, you experience the following effects. Speed. Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Annoying.
You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so it's the same.
Uh,
Boom. What is Mr. Espen doing? Is it some fairy fire action?
I'm thinking of Fairy Fire. How does Fairy Fire work? Let me just see how it's cast.
You do not choose. Whoever is in the AoE gets dicked.
No, I know. Just wondering how you can choose it. Can you choose it by corner, or do you have to choose it by center?
I don't know. You can press Alt to custom drag it.
Objects within 20.
Right, I'm logging in. For the hope of Christianity.
No, it doesn't say how it has to emanate. It just says
Objects in a 20-foot cube within range
Yep.
are outlined. So it's not, you don't choose a point within range. It's within, this 20-foot. So you could choose.
I just like the where I can place the 20-foot cube, right? Like, how does it get emanated from? Is it like from the center? Like that was my question, but there's no wording that suggests it. So
Nope.
So if that's the case, then I'm just going to do this.
All right.
For Fairy Fire.
Sounds good. 3 dex saves. That is an 18, a 13, and a 12.
Miss.
2 fails, so the first one succeeded. Whoever the first one is.
Which I'll just do the top guy, so go down to bottom. So he lights up.
Wow, the guy with restraint has ultra advantage.
That's right.
Right. Well, anyway, have fun, everyone. I'm not feeling too good.
Let's get the bardic with that. Have fun, everyone.
As he does that, Henzim, this guy just whacked you in the face. How do you respond?
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence 11.
He fails. I'm not gonna move, but I need to get to my spell sheet, and I will do Mind Sliver on him.
Mind Sliver.
1d6.
That's minus 1d4 to their next saving throw.
4 points of psychic damage.
4 points of psychic damage. Oof.
Come on, roll a d4.
He's bleeding out of his left ear.
And that's all I do for my turn, because I don't want to run.
Okay. From around the corner, this same assassin steps up to one of the injured guards, brings his weapon to bear, and he's going to attack. Let's see if he hits. He hits and does a lot of damage. There we go. Oh yeah.
I have no idea what these assassins are. I didn't see any.
He only hit once, but it was enough to kill this other guard. As he steps away, he's going to take an attack of opportunity against this one guard who's going to try and hit. And does he hit this guy? He just hits. The assassin takes some damage. Okay. That's his turn. Next
that guy's getting a raise.
Volker.
Alright, so question. Actually, I'm just gonna step up. This guy is still alive, the guy that is restrained, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Jesus Christ. How is this guy looking and this guy? I'm trying to assert, like a status check.
The guy restrained is more hurt.
The guy restrained is also going to be attacked by the guard, more than likely.
I'm just going to clobber the guy that is trying to get to Handsome. Unlike him, I'm not a murderer. But,
Just imagine you have to choose between radiant damage and death, or half damage because they're resistant to bludgeoning damage.
Well, it's just radiant damage, but those are shades. Shades have no, right to live. This guy doesn't have Fairy Fire, right?
He does not.
Alright, so let me normal toggle real quick. Add a +1 to this roll, whichever roll. Blamo. 11. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
11 to hit.
Did we get a bardic?
I meant to give you a bardic, but I did not.
Yes, no?
No.
I
Nope.
meant
Damn.
to, but I did not.
Oh, this bard. Tusk. I kinda miss Bless, Storak. You kinda
Yeah.
let us down.
That's okay.
Now the consensus is: do I use a luck point?
I don't know.
Because I fear this assassin walking towards me and uninstalling me.
I feel this assassin walking towards us and uninstalling all of us.
That's a fair assessment.
I'm no genius, but he seems to be one-shotting all of the guards.
Well, the sooner we get rid of the thugs, and the more guards are still alive, the better.
Yes, and the more action economy we have in our favor.
So with this, in this mind of action economy, I'm gonna spend a luck point to reroll that attack.
Sounds like a plan.
Now let's see if I had to go chew an aluminum foil. No.
No, you don't.
Well done. You hit him for 10 radiant damage. And this is
10
the
and or
one.
bludgeoning.
Yes. As you whack him, he hits the wall, looks at you, and you can tell that you're his next target.
Excellent. I'm in danger.
Chuckles, I'm in danger.
The guards rush forward again, surging against these thugs, knowing that they have some help. And this guy's attacking at advantage against the thug in the hits and hits again. And he kills the thug who's restrained. So that guy gets knocked against the wall as this other guard comes forward, hits once, hits twice, as this guard who originally was uninjured now is pretty injured.
You can see my earthen grasp as the guy gets launched out of the grasp. So that's like the swing when it's like you get slapped onto the hand. It's like ow, ouch.
Yep.
And it swings like that. It's like
this thug, after hitting the wall, you can see his head hit the back, his eyes go wide for a second, looks down at you with anger, and brings this mace around, trying to hit you in your ribs, doing whatever he can with a 13 to hit and a 16.
That's a miss.
Okay, that was your reaction.
No, that's just happens
This is
whenever I
Blade
hit.
Ward.
Oh, how long does it stay up?
1 minute. I would
Okay,
assume it
does-
has the same threshold
Does it-
of Hansen's range. He lasts for a minute. My thing lasts for a minute.
Oh, I thought you had already used it.
It's a.
Yeah,
Oh no! I'm
You
no
did
longer
use it.
concentrating on it. I am no longer concentrating on it. My bad. I'm concentrating on Earth and Grasp.
right.
What's your
well-
reaction? Silver reverse that shit.
Okay. Natural 20. So still a 16.
I'm going to.
Going to scream.
Who am I giving advantage?
Probably not Esben.
Well, Handsome is saving throwing people rather than hitting.
I mean, I'm only saving throw people because I'm in melee.
Well, I'm gonna.
And I'm kind of out of spell slots.
I'm gonna give it to you. This guy, I'm going to spend a luck point. This guy has to roll again.
Okay. Reroll again.
It's a
8.
miss.
Holy crap, you bend reality itself.
You're lucky
These
you don't
are-
have portents.
You're right. As he swings and you are just barely get missed by this second attack. This other thug is going to attack this veteran. This guard misses both times. Esben, you're up.
Okay.
Get him, cripple man. You need help with the wheelchair up the stairs?
Okay. I guess as he's seeing this guy flail around, he's going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Wisdom save. 19.
I've seen better swings from a plant. No.
You look like you're about to drop.
No, you
Not
take the 3
wrong.
psychic.
I've had a rough day, okay?
Man just literally hit him with no you.
And so,
If only someone would use a luck point.
as we get to the top of the order, you all hear from down the stairs.
Well, I will also use a bonus action to use Healing Word on myself for once.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no,
wow,
no,
you're
sorry.
edging yourself for no reason.
I am trying to keep my spell slots available in case something really bad happens.
That's wise, because I sure don't have any spells left.
Just drink your own sorrow points.
Okay,
I did.
You heal so much. Wow, 11 heal.
Yeah,
Oh,
2d4 plus
the-
casting.
Yeah, the healing has been buffed up pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So as we reach the top of the order, everybody hears from downstairs. A door is open, slammed open, and you all hear yelling, Whatever racket is happening in here, by order of the town guard, stand down! And we'll pick up next time from there.
Oh no. I don't like the suspense.